10 top books written by artists. 1. The Writings of Marcel Duchamp, by Marcel Duchamp. This book brings together interviews and statements about the art of Duchamp, one of the 20th century's most provocative artists. The book also contains his experimental writings, which he called texticles, and the long and extraordinary notes he wrote for the bride stripped bare by her bachelors. 2. The Philosophy of Andy Warhol from A to B and Back Again, by Andy Warhol. Less a memoir than a collection of riffs and reflections. He talks about love, sex, food, beauty, fame, work, money, and success, about his childhood in Pennsylvania and about his good times and bad in New York, the explosion of his career in the 60s and his life among celebrities. 3. Collected Words, 1953 to 1982, by Richard Hamilton. A collection of essays by the influential British painter Richard Hamilton. This book offers an amazing insight into Hamilton as a person and also his art, as well as being a cultural critique on such subjects as Marcel Duchamp, Roy Lichtenstein, advertising and industrial design. 4. Strangeland, by Tracey Emin. The book is Emin's own space lying between the Margate of her childhood, the Turkey of her forefathers and her own private public life in present-day London. Her writings, a combination of memoirs and confessions, are deeply intimate, yet powerfully engaging. 5. That's the Way I See It by David Hockney. An insightful and engaging autobiography from one of the most critically acclaimed and universally popular artists of our time. Hockney has devoted himself for the past 20 years to forging a new way of seeing through an intense exploration of a variety of forms. 6. The Marriage of Reason, Squalor, by Chapman. In his fiction debut, the notorious British artist Chapman satirizes the standard paperback romance novel in his own inimitable way, slashing the genre down to bare bones and creating a disfigured version from the remains. 7. Remote Control Power, Cultures and the World of Appearances, by Barbara Kruger. In these essays and reviews written over the last decade, Barbara Kruger addresses how cultures are constructed through pictures and words, how we are seduced into a world of appearances and into a pose of who we are and aren't. 8. Please Pay Attention Please, Bruce Nauman's Words, Writings and Interviews, by Bruce Nauman. This book contains Nauman's major interviews, as well as a comprehensive body of his writings, including instructions and proposal texts, dialogues transcribed from audio-video works, and prose texts written specifically for installation sculptures. 9. Playing to the Gallery, Helping Contemporary Art in its Struggle to be Understood, by Grayson. This book is a short guide to art based off Parry's hugely popular Wreath lectures. This funny, personal journey through the art world answers the basic questions that might occur to us in an art gallery but that we're too embarrassed to ask. 10. The Andy Warhol Diaries, by Andy Warhol. Spanning the mid-1970s until just a few days before his death in 1987, this book is a compendium of the more than 20,000 pages of the artist's diary that he dictated daily to Pat Hackett. In it, Warhol gives us the ultimate backstage pass to practically everything that went on in the world, both high and low.